Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bianca Scogan Beauty. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Today we have a declutter video. Yay! I did an eyeshadow palette declutter a couple videos ago, and it was like all of my eyeshadows, my big eyeshadow palettes. This one is my small eyeshadow palettes, my single eyeshadows, my liquid eyeshadows. That's the dogs, they're chasing each other. And that is what this declutter is going to be. I feel like everybody likes a good eyeshadow declutter video. So that's what this is gonna be. If that sounds interesting, stay tuned. My small and single eyeshadow palette declutter, because I have too many and I don't use them all. So let's start getting rid of some. I have 52 small eyeshadow palettes. My last declutter I just did was a blush declutter, and I was able to get rid of a third of my collection. So that's my goal. That is my goal, to get rid of a third. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're just gonna go. So here we go, is a Marc Jacobs palette. I got this from BoxyCharm, and I really have liked this palette. It has purples. Purples are my kryptonite. I love purple, and these are like cool tone purples. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I'm not swatching these because I just swatched my entire arm, and I still have, there's still blush on my arm. It's not coming off, so it'll come off eventually. So then here is a Mcgrath Labs. It's just a little palette of hers. I was able to get this on sale for like, I think like 12 bucks. And I like it. Unfortunately, I really haven't gotten to use it much, which is part of the reason why I'm doing this, so that I can use them more. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these big Natasha Denona. These are like the tiny little mini sizes, and this is like a bigger size than that. I got all of these from BoxyCharm though. So yeah, Natasha Denona has really good shadows. So I'm going to be keeping all of those. That's just the case. Another one of kryptonite. This is Ofra. Purple. Look at that purple. Look at that gorgeous. And then in the middle is a highlighter. You could highlight your brow bone with that. You could highlight your inner corner. You could highlight your actual face with that. I love that. That's not going anywhere. These two are from Odin's Eye. And I just used this one the other day, and I was actually having a hard time getting a color look out of it, because this is actually purple, and then these three are green, and it ended up being so purple. And I had no idea how that ended up happening, because this doesn't even look purple. It's like a raisiny purple. I want to try this one more. I'm not a huge green eyeshadow fan. I thought I was, because green is my favorite color, but it's just not my favorite to put on my face. So I am going to keep that one, but try to keep it for now. That one, I'm not even going to say on the chopping block, because I just got it, and so it's not like I haven't used it. But this one is also Odin's Eye. I haven't used this one because I am planning on busting this one out for spring, which it is spring now. It's March. I'm gonna bust this guy out. See, this is why I'm doing this, so I can be like, okay, which ones need to come out of my collection and be used, and which ones are, you know, because winter's kind of over now. Although we have like a foot of snow, so not really over, but in my mind it's over. So this one, I'm keeping that one. Okay, did I get rid of any of those? No, but I kind of anticipated that. Okay, so here's from Tarte. This is the Miracle of the Amazon. I may have actually decluttered this one, and then I pulled it back out because I'm gonna do a full face of Tarte Beauty, but I have other Tarte eyeshadows. So these are Tarte as well. These are the foiled finger paint ones that you put on with your finger. These two are definitely staying because I love these. I love cream shadows. I think they just wear so well. They're so beautiful. And maybe it's because my medium of painting is oil paint, and so I love that creamy like mixing together, whereas powder it's an interesting thing. I haven't been able to, like, eyeshadow is harder for me than oil painting, because powder mixes differently than oil paint. Obviously, that was like the dumbest thing in the world. But anyways, I'm keeping these two. They're so beautiful. And I'm going to declutter this one. This one has, this is a blush and these are some shadows. I just don't find myself using it. It's actually a really, like, I want to give this to somebody for them to be able to use because it's really pretty. This is a really nice, oops, I just spit on it. Great. It's a really nice like travel palette that you could probably use this as a highlighter. Here's a blush. There's some, oh, the more I talk about it, the more I think how pretty it is. But I just kept 2 blushes in my other declutter and I'm not keeping this. I'm just not. It's not staying in my life. Okay, then we have a whole bunch of Elfin, Natasha Denona, and ColourPop. These are staying because I haven't used them all yet. I just used the mint one. And I want to use these and I want to try them. See, they're even still have their packaging on them. And I really loved the mint one, so I really want to try them. Natasha Denona. No, I'm definitely not getting rid of those. This is the Tropic, this is the Zendo, this is the Mini Love, and this is the Lila Mini. And this one is actually the poorest quality-wise, but it still is absolutely gorgeous. I still love the color of this one. The color story is an absolutely perfect color story for me. I love that one. Then we have some ColourPop, and this one is such a like Little Mermaid color combination. Like, yeah, I got that one because I was like, one day I'm gonna do a mermaid eye and I'm gonna do it with this. Then these neon palettes came out and people hated them. They dogged them so hard because they're called neon palettes and they have 1 neon shade. Well, I loved that. I thought that was spectacular because the neon shade could just be like a pop of color. You could get a color, you could just have a neutral eye with a pop of this coral or a pop of that green. Or I guess that's, what should we call it, chartreuse? No, neon yellow. I really still want the pink one. These 2 I got on sale during some sale and the pink one wasn't on sale, so I didn't buy it. I'm gonna get the pink one too. Do I need more? No. Okay, I have Pat McGrath. Both of these are staying in my collection because Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadows are absolutely stunning. And neither of these have those special shimmery shades in them that are hard for me to use. Although I feel like this shade and this shade are very similar and this shade and this shade are very similar. But I just use them, like I use this for a look and I use this for a look. So I wish they didn't have such similar colors in them, but they're so beautiful. So they're staying. Okay, this Viseart palette. I got this in an Ipsy as well. I get a lot of these in Ipsys or Ipsy add-ons, and it is so cute. It's like the cutest little thing. And there's all of these colors. This one actually lives in my purse because it is a really good like travel eyeshadow palette, I feel like. Look, there's 8 colors for this tiny, tiny, tiny little palette. So I'm keeping this one, but I had to pull it out of my purse to put it in this video. So I'm keeping that one because it is going in my purse. Then I just got this MAC one and from the cosmetic company store. It's gorgeous. I have 3 Rowan ones and the 1111 is my favorite. I love that. And then I have the Mood Forever, which should we open them all? And then I have the 75 Degrees Warm. And I love these 2, the 75 Degrees Warm and the 1111. They are absolutely stunning. This Mood Forever one, I didn't like as much, so I want to give it more of an opportunity. So this one is on the chopping block. And these 2 are staying. I should be just, these are staying. Staying. Okay, this is a PYT. I got this from Ross, I believe. We're putting this on the chopping block as well. I just got it and I like that it's kind of an all-in-one palette. We have highlighter, we have bronzer, we have a bronzer, we have eyeshadow, we have blush, but they're also, can I get a blush brush in that? Look at how tiny that is. So that's on the chopping block. I have these 2 Rare Beauty ones. They are both all shimmer shades, but they're absolutely stunning. I really like them a lot. And actually, this one had such good reviews online, and I didn't even, I was thinking about getting this one before I got that one, but I got this one first, interestingly enough, because this one has those purples that I love, but this one has like bronzes that are really nice. These, and then these can be like a hot pop of color. Anyways, these are staying. I love them. They're so pretty. Okay. Let's talk about these. This is Laura Geller. I have never used this. I bought it because Laura Geller is a pretty good brand and there's purple in it. I have never used it. I'm never going to use it. So I feel like I can give this to like my mom or something, somebody who will want this. So this is getting decluttered. Okay, then we have some nice brands. So here, well, they're all nice, but these are like luxury brands. So here we have Tom Ford. I got this from the cosmetic company store for $10 when it's really a $90 palette. It is really pretty. The one time I wore it, it ended up being kind of like an 80s look. So I took my mom to the cosmetic company store and she bought this exact palette. And now I wish that I would have just given her this palette. But I want to put this one on the chopping block as well, because I only paid $10 for it. Yeah, it's a $90 palette, but I didn't love the look that I got from it. So we're gonna put that on the chopping block. Then we have Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Walk of No Shame palette. This palette has been going like, their mystery boxes that this one keeps getting in. I actually bought a Charlotte Tilbury mystery box and got this exact same palette and gave it to my mom. And every time I wear this, I feel like I look awesome. Like I love my makeup look. I think it just looks so beautiful. And so it's nothing really that special. It's just like this kind of warm, pretty pinky mauvey color tone, but I love it. It looks so stunning every time I wear it. Every time I wear it, I love my makeup. So that's coming with me. Then we have this from Aether Beauty. This is the Ametrine Crystal palette. And I think I've used it once. I used it once and it was meh, it was okay. So this is going on the chopping block because I don't need to keep this many. So, and then at the end, I'll go through the chopping block again and see which ones I can just get rid of and which ones we're keeping. Okay, so then we have this. This is the Profusion Cosmetics, a Holiday 2001. I got this in a, like, I wasn't getting the Walmart beauty bags, and then somehow I accidentally, I got signed up again and got charged for it. And I was like, I had the Walmart beauty bags like years ago and then got rid of them. And then somehow randomly, I don't know, got charged again. So I don't really like this. It has a pressed glitter, and pressed glitters have to be made like really, really well for me to like them. And there's no way I'm gonna like that. So that's getting decluttered. Okay, MAC. I got this at the cosmetic company store as well. And I really like it. I think it's really pretty. It's a nice like travel palette. So we're gonna keep that. Okay, this is from Laura Lee, Los Angeles. This is the Party Animal. This is like a very unique palette. Like I have nothing like this palette. This is a neon palette. I have nothing like this palette in my collection. So this one is definitely staying. Then we have 2 Huda Beauty palettes. Nope, 3 Huda Beauty palettes. 3. And this one I just got in an Ipsy bag and I really like it. I haven't really gotten to use it very much yet. So I want to keep that so that I can use it. Then I have these 2. These 2 I got from Boxy Chart. And so I didn't pay as much for them, but I'm gonna pass this one along. I feel like it's just too warm. It's not something that I really like that much. I almost feel like I want to pass them both along. You know what? They're both going on the chopping block. Over there. Blah. This Nubian, I just got a full size of this from Ipsy. So this one is getting decluttered. Then I have these 2 from Juvia's Place. And I am not a huge fan of green shadows anymore. Though, if I do like a green shadow, I like it to have a blue tone to it. So here is my mint palette. And I have another mint one, but this one, like, I feel like the only shade that really transfers is this one. These 2 are more of that blue mint color. So I am gonna keep that one, but I am going to get rid of this one because if I wanna wear green, I have a green palette right here. This, boom. And then this one's mixed with purple and this is just green. So I don't need this and I'm getting rid of it. Okay, then also here's another green one. This one is from ColourPop. This one has seen better days. It's definitely, I've had to repress some of the shadows. I don't love this palette. I really don't. It's very green, but I have heard so many people rave about this palette that I need to put it on the chopping block. I need to try it and see if I like it or not. Okay, 4 more. We have, this is from M Cosmetics. This palette is the Divine Skies palette. It's absolutely gorgeous, stunning, so pretty. It just makes a beautiful, like pinky toned, warm color story. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, then this one is from Il Makiage, And it is a really pretty color story, but it's so heavy. It's so chunky, and no, these two are matte and these two are shimmer. But I have so many. I have so many colors. And a lot of them are, I don't know, similar color tones, but I like them more. This has more of a purple to it, where this is more like brown. I don't need it. I don't want it. Here's from Fenty. I got this in a boxy charm, I believe. It has that purple pop, so I like it. I like it. It's good to have a Fenty Beauty. And this one is Christmas Coffee from Too Faced. This one's really pretty. I used this green shade for like a Christmas look, and I didn't really like it that much, but if you get rid of the green shade, you have some really wearable colors there. So we are gonna keep that one as well. I did not do very good. Here are my single eyeshadows. So, and this one. This is actually kind of a palette. Let's go through the singles first, and then we will talk about the liquids. Those are my liquids. This is tiny, and it is so boring, and I feel like it's good for travel, but it's boring, so it's getting gone. Here is from Marc Jacobs. It's hard to open, a pretty purple. This is from IBY, which is a brand that I heard about from Ipsy, and it's just really, I tried to take it out. I tried to depot it. It didn't work. That's why it's all messed up and scrunched, because I tried to depot it. Okay, then we have this is from Pat McGrath. This is a purple. And oh my gosh, I absolutely love that. I have these two golds here. This one is from Nomad. I don't know, like there is a Nomad Cosmetics that is like this indie brand, and I'm wondering if this is the same brand. I don't know. And then this is Kaleido, and there's a Kaleidos, but I don't think they're the same brand. I don't know. No, that's not a gold, that's a silver. Okay, then this is a silver from MAC. Okay, we are gonna swatch a little bit. I didn't swatch with the palettes because that would just be too much. But I have two golds and two silvers. So let's do a little swatchy swatch. So here is a silver from, and I like silvers because they look, I don't know, just really cool, like in the inner corner or on the brow bone. Okay, so which one is prettier? Which one do I like more? Oh my gosh, they look very similar. This MAC one has a little bit of a glitter to it, whereas this Kaleido one does not. It's just a pure like sheen of silver. I kind of like the MAC one because it has that glitter to it. It's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this Kaleido and keep the MAC. Okay, now we have these two golds. So this one is from Nomad, and that is, oh, that's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And this is from MAC. Well, yeah, I like the MAC one. The MAC one is so, like, it's a little bit flaky and it just shines brighter. So we're getting rid of the Nomad one and keeping the MAC. Okay, then this is my first MAC eyeshadow, and it is panned, and I'm trying to get rid of it because it is a perfect like transition shade. So I'm gonna keep that until I'm done with it. I'm gonna try to completely pan that one. I feel like, ooh, here we go. This one and this one are very similar. Yeah. So let's see, we have MAC again. Ooh, the MAC doesn't really even, that one, must be an older, it like is almost like hard panned. Like the oils in my fingers must have messed it up. This one from IBY, it's seen better days. I really shouldn't have tried to declutter it or depot it. Okay, so the Nomad one, or the IBY one, is definitely browner than the MAC one, but the MAC one just is putting out no pigment. So we're gonna keep the IBY one, and we're going to declutter this MAC one because it just has no pigment to it. It's like nothing. I really had to dig in there for some pigment. Here's a Kaja stack, and I got this one from FabFitFun for a good price. It's another brown. Let's see. Oh yeah. I mean, I love this stack. They're all three shimmers, but you could make a whole eye because there has depth for the outer corner, and then in the middle transition, and then like in the inner corner. Yeah, we're keeping that. That's gorgeous. Then we have some more MACs. We have this really, really deep like cranberry, and then a really deep plum. Let's swatch those and see if either of them have, sorry about my dog, she's barking.
Mom, it's starting to snow.
Of course it is. Okay, They both still have a good amount of pigment to them, so we're gonna be keeping both of those because of the sheer amount of pigment. These two I'm keeping as well. I don't know why. I think they just look pretty, so they're staying over there. This is from Il Makiage. It is a nice, like, oh, shiny, shiny red, like fiery red color. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Keeping that. This is from Meech and Nia. And this is supposed to be a, oh, I haven't even opened it. But it's still, it's like everywhere. I had one of these that was in the shade purple, but I did declutter it. And I feel like I'm gonna do the same with this one. It's just a mess. It's kind of actually more like a pigment than it is an eyeshadow, but it's just glittery and messy and gets everywhere. So it's going bye-bye. Okay, then these are two greens that I love, both of them. This is from NYX, and it is in the shade Mermaid, which Mermaid, that is just like absolutely perfect. I love, I am a mermaid. Let's watch this one. Do I need both of those shades? Let's see. So there is that pretty like seafoam green mermaid color. And then here, this one is from ColourPop, and this is in the shade Under the Sea. It was from the Princess collection, so it is mermaid. I feel like they're gonna be very different. Yeah, they totally are. Yep. This one has more, like this one's lighter and this one's darker. So yeah, we're keeping both. I kind of anticipated that. I have these 4 from ColourPop. I'm gonna keep these 3. They are from the Hocus Pocus collection, and I just kind of want to keep that collection together. But I am going to get rid of this one. This is in the shade Set to Stun, and it's just like pure glitter. It doesn't come off this color. It's just glitter, and it's not something that I like. I'm not keeping that. Then I have these from Hourglass. I got these in a little collection. They were like a holiday set, and they were on sale. So already they were a bundle, and they were on sale. So it was a good deal. It was a good deal for, I think. So but it is hard to get your finger in there. They're kind of small little pots. These are the scattered light glitter eyeshadow. So that one right there was in the shade Foil. And this one is in the shade Ray. And this one is in the shade Molten. So pretty. Okay, so we're probably gonna keep those. Then we have these from Charlotte Tilbury. These are the Eyes to Mesmerize in 3 shades as well. Let's swatch those. I mean, I don't even know why I'm swatching them. I'm keeping these. These were way too expensive to get rid of. These were so expensive. I got them in a bundle though, luckily, or else I wouldn't have been able to do it. Okay, they're very creamy. This is the shade Rose Gold. This is the shade Oyster Pearl. It's like this taupey color. It's very interesting. It doesn't always show up on my eyelid very well because it's so like, I don't know, muted. And then this is the shade Star Gold. All 3 of those, they're very pretty. They're more like one and done eyes when I just want to like put something on my eyes and like leave. I wear those. Then we have from Rowan Beauty, Rowan. This one is just a single, but this one is a pain in my neck. It's so hard to get any shadow on this one. Actually, now it's working perfectly. Last time I used it, it was so like hard packed, but I guess I loosened it up. But anyways, keeping it. And then I have these 2. These are from Ulta, and these are Bouncy Shadows. I don't really care for these. I heard about these from Amanda Z, and she like talked these up about how amazing they were, and they're just so light. They show up as nothing. So I am going to declutter those 2 because they just show up as nothing. They're nothing. And what's the point of even putting anything on if it's not gonna do anything? Okay, so then liquid eyeshadows. So I have mostly I'd say they're from Kosas. I have a lot from Kosas. Okay, so here we have, this one is from MAC, and we're going to actually just swatch these on. And this one actually is so pretty, but it is chunky. It has seen better days. It is old. I think it actually probably should go in the trash because it is old and chunky. So that one is getting decluttered. Then I have this one from Ciate London, and this is as well. Old and chunky. I actually threw this one away and then pulled it back out for this video. But it's not a good texture inside anymore. And it's hard to get out. It looks great there, but it's not inside. It's chunky. This one's from Eloise. Ooh, look at that. Do you see that color right away? Instant color. That's staying with me. Stila. This is the Stila, like, what are these? Shimmer and glow sticks. These are gorgeous. I love these. So pretty. I love the amount of color that is on that. It is cloud. Like these cream ones, they just, the saturate, like you just put it on and you're like, boom, color, bam, done. Love those. Okay, then we have, this one's from House Laboratories. This is Lady Gaga's brand. And I got this in an Ipsy, I believe, and I wasn't able to pick the color because I don't think I would have picked this color. It is quite a deep, like hazy gray black, but it's actually kind of pretty. I sometimes like it when I get colors picked for me because they're colors I never would have picked. And so I'm like, oh, good, I'm glad you picked that one for me because I wouldn't have picked it. Okay, I'm going to shake all of these Kosas because you gotta shake them. These are the old formulation of the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows, which from all of the videos I have watched, the old formulation is better than the new formulation. But like the old formulation, it does, if you turn it upside down, everything will drip out. So they reformulated and they're just not as shiny anymore. Okay, so this one is in the shade Fahrenheit. Very liquidy. And I already know I'm gonna get rid of that one because I wore it the other day and it didn't look good. I wanted it because I wanted a more purpley shade, but it really isn't that purple. It's more like warm cranberry. And it spread out until it was so thin and it just didn't look very good. It didn't wear well. See, it doesn't look as red. It kind of looks like blood even at that point. And it's not what I want. It is not what I want. So we're getting rid of that one from Fahrenheit. This one is also from Kosas. They're all, the next ones. This is Astronaut. And this one is more of like a blue purple, or excuse me, a blue silver. It's really pretty. It's really pretty as an inner eye highlight. I love that one. It's so pretty. So that one's staying. Then this next one is Copper Halo. So these four are all very, I don't know, they're all in that like coppery family. So I don't know if I need to keep all of them, but I kind of want to because you no longer can buy these. And so part of me is like, okay, we're just going to keep them because you can't buy them anymore. That's not a good attitude. Copper Halo. And then we have Element. Like the new ones just aren't as good. Element. That one's a more red. Has more of a red tone to it. This one is Supreme. And this one is Globe. And Globe is like a favorite. People love Globe. All right, there we go. Those are those 4 or 5. And so I'm probably gonna keep all of those. Those are absolutely stunning. I love them so much, but I might. Do you see this Eloise one? How it's actually kind of, I don't know if you can see it, that it's getting like chunky. And I feel like this one right here, what is that? That is in Supreme. They're both this gold color, but this one isn't chunky. So we're going to be decluttering Eloise. Perfect. Okay, now I have some more liquids. Here is from Ciate. This is in the shade Cupid. And this is kind of to replace the MAC one that is chunky because they're both like this iridescent, like pearly shade. This one has more blue to it and this one has more like yellow to it, but this one's chunky and it doesn't work anymore. So it's, I just can't keep it. Even though I want to, I can't. This one is from Galactic and it is in the shade Chic. Awesome. That one is a very like champagne color. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, very nice. Okay, then I have these ones in little squeezy tubes. So we have the first one from Vesca, and this is in the shade Moonlit Dream. And it's in this little like squeezy tube. I don't like this delivery system because you can either, it's very concentrated and you just get, I like the doe foot application system better, but it's really pretty. I like it. I feel like it is what I wanted from the Kosas, but the Kosas ended up looking like blood. So we're gonna keep the Vesca. And then we have from Danessa Myricks. This one is in the shade Alien. And this one should be very duotoned as well, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Pretty. It's interesting. This one you would probably want to wear a shadow under it because it is so, like it's a little bit transparent. but it's so pretty. These 3 Almays are, we have, the first one is Ruby Glam. That one is very similar to the Vesca, but I feel like it has a little bit more purple to it than the Vesca does. And then we have, I love to wear these, this purple one and this gold one together. I'll put this in the outer corner and then this gold one in the inner corner, and it looks amazing in my opinion. So here's my gold. It is the shade Golden Vibes. This is good to do this to see if I have any that like duplicate. And this is the shade End Game, which is the movie I cried in every time I watched it. I don't love this one. I don't. I know that it's like a color that I've never, like I wouldn't have picked out for myself. And that is saying something. I wouldn't have picked it out for myself because I don't really like it. So we're gonna get rid of that one. Pass it along. And keep those. And then we're gonna keep the rest. Keeping the rest. Okay, now I have chopping blocks. I have quite a few for the chopping block. So let's go through the chopping block. These are on my chopping block. Which ones of these can I just declutter? I actually added some more. I added this one and this one while off screen because I don't think I really use them very much. So which ones that I want to keep on the chopping block? I want to try no matter what. I want to try no matter what this Tom Ford one. So I want to try the Tom Ford one again and see if I really want to keep it. So Tom Ford is staying. Then this Rowan one, again, I am going to keep that one and see if I really like it. Then I just don't like this one. I feel like I should like it because it's neutral, but do you know how much I don't like neutral palettes? I don't. So I know I just got this one, but that means that I can give it to someone else and it won't be expired. Okay. So then we have, I put this one on there because that is another neutral one that is so boring. This is in the shade Pumpkin Pie, and I thought it would be more orangey, but it's really just brown. And it doesn't even have an inner highlight color, which I like for them to have. So that one's gone. Okay. Now, I have 3 purple ones, which is interesting because purple is, you know, one of my favorites. So do I need all 3 of these? No, I don't. I think I am just going to pass this one along. The Huda Beauty Lilac, Then this one will stay on the chopping block. And this one I'll just keep. I brought it out here because I was like, do I need another purple palette? And yes, I do. So these 3 are on the chopping block, and then these 2. So we have this one and this one. This is like something that I wouldn't use right now. So it's like in the chopping block for fall time, I guess. Okay, so this one will be on the chopping block for fall time, and this one, I could use that now. Those are spring colors. So here we go. We kept 5. And we got rid of 3. And then this one I'm just gonna keep. So I don't even know why I put it on there. Okay, so those are on the chopping block. I'm gonna keep those. Here's my chopping block pile. Keeping these separate because I want to store them somewhere else in my collection so that I use them, if that makes sense. These are all the mini palettes I'm keeping. So we have 38 little mini palettes I'm keeping. And then on the chopping block, I had 5. So 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. So we're keeping 43 for now. These are the single eyeshadows that I'm keeping. 34 single eyeshadows that I am keeping. Is that a lot? Yeah, it is. Moving on to the declutter pile that you have all been waiting for, hopefully. Here's the declutter pile. Should it be bigger? Probably. It's hard to get rid of things. Like when I paid my hard-earned money for it, it's hard to get rid of things. So yes, it's hard. But anyways, this is the tiny amount that I'm getting rid of. 10 small palettes, 23 items. I'm getting rid of 23 items. You know what? It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. I don't remember my count of, I'm sure that editing Bianca will have it figured out, and I might be just put it on the screen. I actually last minute decided to declutter this one because I felt like these 2 looked very similar. This was the Vesca one and this is the Almay one, and the Almay one just doesn't look as good as the Vesca one. So why do I need both? So it got decluttered at the last minute, if you're wondering how that one ended up in there. Okay, that is it. that is my declutter pile. These will be going to friends and family. Yay. Okay, what did you think? What did you think? Do I have in my head a running count of how many I decluttered and how many I kept? No. No, I don't. And I could count them, but all of those single shadows and whatever, I already counted, and editing Bianca will have a number or something. I'll figure it out. I'll tell you how many I decluttered and how many I kept. And it'll be in the description box as well. I think I did pretty good. I think it was probably not quite a third of my collection, which was my goal, but it was still, it may have been only like a fourth, but I'll try harder next time. All right, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like me, consider subscribing to my channel. And if you want to be reminded of my videos, click the bell. All right, have a great day. And most importantly, be nice to yourself because you're amazing. All right, bye.